Hello, and welcome to another Crack-a-Pack. Today I will be opening and reading every single card inside a Commander Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate draft booster, then making a pack 1, pick 1 and 2 as though I were in a draft. I'll be including timestamps below if you would like to skip ahead to see the entire pack contents and my picks. But otherwise, let's get cozy and appreciate every single card in this pack. Tabaxi Toucaneers. 4 white for a 3/2 creature, cat ranger, common, flying, myriad. Coronation of Chaos. 2 red for a sorcery, common. Up to 3 target creatures can't block this turn. Goad them. When Sarevok's deception was unmasked, the cheering crowd erupted into an outraged mob. Band together. 2 green for an instant, common. Up to 2 target creatures you control each deal damage equal to their power to another target creature. Boo! Let's see how this miscreant handles a furry missile of justice. So cute. Nimble Claw Adept. 3 blue for a 2/3 creature, dragon wizard, common. Bigby's Hand. Tap, untap 2 other target permanents. Activate only as a sorcery and only once each turn. Don't worry, I can reach it. Oh yeah, that's so cool. The art has a dragon like reaching up and pushing a button on a ceiling. It's like a giant version of his hand. Neat. Gray Slod. 2 black for a 4/1 creature, frog horror, common, with adventure. Entropic Decay. 1 black, sorcery, adventure, mill 4 cards. As long as there are 4 or more creature cards in your graveyard, Graveslod has Menace and Death Touch. Astral Confrontation. 4 white for an instant, common. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each opponent you're attacking. Exile target creature. After voyaging all the way through the astral sea with my life hanging by a silver thread, fighting the Mind Flayer was the easy part. Manor Gate, Land Gate, Common. Manor Gate enters the battlefield tapped. As Manor Gate enters the battlefield, choose a color other than green. Tap, add green or 1 mana of the chosen color. A barrier that shields privileged eyes from the city's woes. Cloak of the Bat. 2 for an artifact, equipment, common. Equipped creature has flying and haste. Equip 2. How about the power of silent flight? Does that suit your needs, Cutthroat? Rivelin Blackhand, proprietor of Sorceress Sundries. Oh, cute. We have a Pegasus Guardian. 5 white for a 3/3 creature, Pegasus, common, with adventure. Rescue the Foal. 1 white, instant, adventure. Exile target creature you control, then return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. Flying. At the beginning of your end step, if a permanent you controlled left the battlefield this turn, create a 1/1 white Pegasus creature token with flying. Oh, this is funny. Insufferable Balladeer. 1 red for a 2/1 creature, dwarf bard, common. Vicious Mockery. When Insufferable Balladeer enters the battlefield, target creature an opponent controls can't block this turn. Goad it. Whoa. Predatory Impetus. 4 green for an enchantment, aura, common. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +3/+3, must be blocked if able, and is goaded. There's definitely something horrific going on in this art. Basilisk Gate. Land Gate, common. Tap, add colorless. 2 tap, target creature gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of gates you control. Activate only as a sorcery. The eastern passage into the city is filled with reminders that the patriarchs are literally looking down on you. Mold Folk. 1 black for a 1/1 creature, fungus warrior, common. Lifelink. Mold Harvest. 1 sacrifice another creature or an artifact. Put a +1/+1 counter on Mold Folk. Corpses of those slain by russet mold grow new moldies. Not the legacy most of us aspire to. Elminster. Ambitions cost 3 black for a sorcery uncommon. You draw 3 cards and you lose 3 life. Of course it can be yours. Anything is possible for the right price. Speaking of which, Emerald Dragon. 4 green green for a 4/4 creature dragon uncommon with adventure. Dissonant Wave. 2 green for an instant adventure. Counter target activated or triggered ability from a non-creature source. Flying Trample. Emerald dragons hate prying eyes, and they have a host of ways to deter them. Lavan, Cultist of Tiamat. 2 red for a 1/3 legendary creature, dragon, shaman, uncommon. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, target creature gets +X+0 until end of turn, where X is that spell's mana value. Choose a background. Her hunger for power consumes what the fire cannot. Tavern Brawler. 2 red for a legendary enchantment, background, common. Commander creatures you own have, at the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library. This creature gets +X+0 until end of turn, where X is that card's mana value. You may play that card this turn. The only thing you love more than a good drink is a good fight. Luckily, one usually follows the other. Oh. And we just opened this in a set booster recently too. Mira Wild Mage. 4 blue-red for a 2/7 legendary creature, human, elf, shaman, rare. Whenever you cast a spell, you may put it on the bottom of its owner's library. If you do, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a non-land card. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost, then put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. This ability triggers only once each turn. Wand of Wonder. 3 red for an artifact, rare. 4 tap, roll a d20. Each opponent exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile an instant or sorcery card, then shuffles the rest into their library. You may cast up to X instant and or sorcery cards from among exiled cards this way without paying their mana costs. 1 through 9, X is 1. 10 through 19, X is 2. 20, X is 3. We have a foil, Asterian's Thirst. 3 black for an instant, rare. Exile target creature. Put X+1/+1 counters on a commander creature you control, where X is the power of the creature exiled this way. Stop bleeding. It's distracting. Astarion the Decadent. And finally, we have an initiative token and the Undercity. All right, so here's our pack. And as I was reading them, I thought maybe two of our rares might go well together. It looks like we have a legendary creature here we could use as our commander, and then an artifact that goes really well with her. It seems like this is a deck that is very interested in casting a lot of instants and sorceries, including those from your opponent's library. Yeah, it looks like this could be really fun, really interesting. The commander is a bit expensive at 6 mana. Only has 2 power, but I think the 7 toughness will really help it be resilient and stick around. It'll be hard to remove. And I don't necessarily expect that you would be trying to attack with this one too much unless you need to. And maybe with all the spells that you have access to, you have ways of protecting this or increasing power further. So, yeah, I think this looks really cool and really fun. So I think this would be my pick from this pack. So let's go ahead and shuffle and lay out the remaining cards. And there we have it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment and let me know which cards you would have taken from this pack. I'm always curious to know how aligned I am with other people in my picks. Whether you would take something similar, or were there other cards in the pack that interested you more? Let me know. And of course, please subscribe and come back every Monday for a Crack-a-Pack and every Friday for different types of Magic the Gathering ASMR videos, including tours of my EDH decks, Secret Lair unboxings, specialty pack openings, and things like that. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day.